When you finish high school and start university or even your first job, you may lose the structure you've had for all those years during your time in high school. Now that there's no more fixed schedules and there's no one checking in to see if you're on time for any of your own tasks or assignments, you're in control of your whole day. And for a lot of people, this is exactly where their problems start. During this time post high school graduation, it's extremely easy to fall into habits that waste time without even realizing it, such as sleeping in, staying up late for no reason, or constantly doom scrolling on your phone, which I know a lot of us have probably fell victim to within today's society. So if you're around this age and time in your life and have been feeling like your days are slipping away and you're not really making any real substantial progress, then this video is for you. Before I get into the real habits of this video, I just want to give some clarification and context for who I am, as I'm just a regular old guy and I'm starting my third year of university, and these are really just a few habits that have helped me just get more done, have more energy, and feel good about most of my days and help me achieve the things I set out to achieve. So the first one is really simple, but I feel like it goes under the radar a lot, and it's just simply waking up early. For me personally, I used to stay up late doing a whole lot of nothing, and as a result, I was basically killing so much time that I could have been spending doing the things I really wanted to be doing. The problem is not necessarily staying up late exactly, but it's the fact that I'd be missing out on the most productive part of my days. However, when I started to make a change and wake up earlier, I was able to get a lot more done during the day and felt a whole lot better. And I'm not saying you need to be an extremist and you need to start waking up at 5 a.m. All I'm saying is that just by simply moving your wake up time earlier by about 15 to 30 minutes each week and pairing that with going to bed earlier as well, you start to notice a substantial positive difference very quickly. And if you think you have nothing to wake up early for, that's kind of my point. You can use that extra time to finally work on something that you've been wanting to start, such as reading, exercising, planning your day, or even learning a new skill. Another issue that I find people fall victim to is given the fact that we have instant access to our phones, most of us never stop consuming content. The second we're bored, we simply just grab our phone and instantly start scrolling on Reels or go on YouTube to put on a video in the background. It may not feel like a big deal in the moment, but as you're listening to that music or having that YouTube playing in the background while doing a task, you're actually draining your focus when you never give your brain a time to reset. For me personally, a rule I follow, which has helped me a lot with this habit, is simply not having my phone for the first hour of my day. By doing this, I'm able to give my mind a little reset and not really have it constantly on a go mode where I'm consuming stuff and constantly listening to something. By having this time in the morning, I'm able to have the mental clarity needed to be more productive and more focused for the rest of my day. In addition to this, when I take breaks in the middle of the day, I try to do something active, such as walking, stretching, or even going for a workout. By doing these simple things, instead of lying down and just simply scrolling on my phone, these small changes make it easier to focus when I get back to work. With this point, I'm not saying to never listen to music again, or always be trying to do something productive when you need a break. The main point is just to be aware of what you're consuming and know when it's time to give your brain a real break and a nice reset. Now for this next point, it's going to go back to what I said before, and that's to stop doom scrolling. And I'm going to be realistic too. I'm not going to say you have to delete every single social media app, but you should know which ones waste the most of your time. For me, it was TikTok. I'd open it for 5 minutes and suddenly an hour was gone, just like that. And not only was I losing time, but it would also kill my motivation to do anything else. So once I realized this, I made the decision to delete it. And today, I still use Instagram and honestly watch YouTube videos a pretty good amount, but in a way that's under my control. So for yourself, if there's an app that takes over your day, either delete it, set time limits, or even by simply moving it off your home screen can make a big difference. It's important to remember that social media should be a tool and not something that controls your attention and has you clicking on as soon as you open your phone and the second you're bored. The fourth point is something I preach pretty often, and that is just to simply care about your health. In my opinion, it's impossible to be productive if you're running constantly on bad sleep, junk food, and caffeine. Your health is the base for everything, your energy, focus, and mood. So to start, this is what I would simply focus on, and that is to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, eat actual meals and not constantly be snacking on unhealthy foods, and just to simply start moving every day. Even if that's just a walk around the block, that can go a long way and you won't even realize it till you start doing it, how productive it can really be. And one point I would like to say about your health is that you don't need to overcomplicate it or overcompensate it for what you've been missing out on. Just slowly ramp it up and Just take care of yourself so that you're better than last time and that you have more energy to do the things that you actually want to do. So, hopefully, by waking up early, taking care of your health, and using social media less, you'll have some extra time on your hands to do something else. If your life is just school, work, and your phone, you're gonna feel stuck really fast. So, with having this extra time, do it to start a side project or hobby that gives your days a little more purpose. And it's also important to remember that the point isn't to be perfect on your first shot. It's just to simply keep learning and growing in something that matters to you and something that can apply to other parts in your life. And who knows, maybe by learning skills in a different type of hobby or thing that interests you, you can apply it to another part in your life and grow in that aspect as well. So before I close this short video off, I'll just give a little recap of the habits that have helped me during my university life and helped me be more productive. And that is waking up early, giving your mind real breaks, stopping doom scrolling, taking care of your health, and doing something else with your time and starting a side hobby or side project that you've always wanted to. If you currently aren't doing any of these, I would say don't try to do them all at once. Maybe pick one, stick to it, do it for a little bit, and once you get comfortable with it, then add another. The thing that I've learned through my experience about productivity is that it isn't about being naturally disciplined or just by simply toughing it through it. It's about building habits that make the day work for you, not against you. By simply just starting today and not by doing anything drastically different or crazy, you'll be surprised at how big of a difference you can make in your life a year from now. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and comment a habit that you're going to start with this week. Hit that like button, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching again.